What is up, guys? Welcome to the 33rd episode of my Ipswich Town Road to Glory career mode. We've got your Tottenham, we've got your Everton, we've got your Nottingham Forest, and we've got your Liverpool. For, I'd say 3 big games. I mean Everton, actually I'd say 2, because Everton's, still quite low down. They're currently sitting just above Nottingham Forest, so they're gonna be pretty bad from where they're sitting. Also, we're just going on with an unchanged lineup. Obviously, the Brownhill has just been a massive quality player, and I think Skinner has requested a few more game times from us. So we're gonna give him, what he wants, because he is an important player. We are trying to get him into the striker, so then Bowden and Skinner can be our strike partnership for the seasons to come. But we'll obviously have to wait and see how that turns out, if he ever does turn out to be a striker, or if we can get in some better players. But for now, I think Skinner, he's doing quite well. He's not got the goals that I wanted him to get in this current season, as Brownhill plays in a nice ball into Bowden. Bowden not looking at Skinner, looking directly at the goal, putting Ipswich Town 1-0 up in front very early on. I say very early on, we're in the 37th minute. That just shows how much time has elapsed in this game, and not many highlights have actually been played. So obviously we're just sitting at the 40-minute mark, so Tottenham have just sort of kicked off, and then we gave them a throw in, and Keller forced into making a really good save, and then it just sort of doesn't go out, it just sort of curls back in. So we're lucky that Edwards was alive and well to try and receive the ball, and a really funny looking diving header there from the Tottenham Hotspur player, and mental if that went in, but I'm glad it obviously didn't. And Bowden plays in Skinner. Skinner gets his shot away, but the keeper equal to his shot. I say equal to his shot is much better than his shot, as obviously saved it. It's quite a poor shot, obviously very close range, but still a shot nevertheless. Now we're into the 84th minute, as Tottenham hit the bar and hit the post late on, and it really wasn't their game at all. As you see where they were in the league, they were high up, so they were expecting to come out on top against us, but they don't do that, and Holgate is going to face his former club in Everton, though we didn't buy him from Everton, we bought him elsewhere, and we're just going to have to see how that goes, and hopefully get a clean sheet, and hopefully get the 3 points. Like I say, Everton are sitting quite far down in the Premier League, as they are in real life, but not as far as they are in real life. But they're in the bottom 5, or bottom 6, shall we say, in this save, as you saw, as you'll soon see at the end of the table. Actually, no, you probably won't see in the end of the table, because I don't go down that far. But we get a couple of chances on the corner, and Christensen just goes for a long effort, as straight up hits the defender. It would have been nice if that went in, but unfortunately it didn't. So we go again, we try to get our first goal, and it's only 17 minutes in, so quite a lot has happened within the first 20 minutes. As Harris tries to get his header on, he does just about get the header on, but only forces it just a little bit wide. Now Brown is wins the ball, but unfortunately Everton do get their shot off, and Danny Ward with a nice save. Can't complain at Danny Ward. We decided to put him in ahead of Keller just because Everton are quite low down. I think we do put Keller in against the Liverpool match, and then Danny Ward in again, and not against Nottingham Forest. But Harris comes in. He's been quality. I mean, ever since we bought him back in League One, I think it was, he's just been on fire. Actually, it was League One, so he's come through us from League One into the Championship and into the Premier League, so he's doing quite well to cement a place in this team, and he's doing actually really well in the Premier League, which is a 73 rated player. It's what has Evan got there? Have they got anything? Don't think so. I think he's offside. Yes, that line looks pretty sus. And it looks like EA have got that wrong, but then I did look into it, and yeah, he was offside. His whole shoulder / arm was offside. So it was a good call from the referee and EA, but just poorly displayed as well. Lucas gets on the ball for a very rare playing time, has a shot at the near post, but Oman makes the save, and that is how it will end, hopefully. I mean, Everton on the last attack, there's only 1 minute added on, we're into 92 minutes. Aaron's on the ball here, has a shot, but Danny Ward gets down and makes the save, and that is how it will end. 1-0, a Harris 35-minute goal to get us another 6 points in this episode. Coming against Nottingham Forest now in the rain away, and I'm playing a similar formation against ourselves, so we'll obviously have to see how that goes. Also got Coventry in the centre mid position as well. Brownhill sitting at the CDM space. I believe that's how it's going. I can't remember. I know the display on this usually messes up quite badly, but Bowden on the edge of the box forces a save out of the Nottingham Forest keeper, and you're going to see in the rest of these highlights the amount of keeper. I mean, the keeper didn't even need to be there. I mean, Skinner, there we go. It was straight down the middle, straight past the keeper, and you know, he should have saved it, but you know, Skinner puts it past him to make it 1-0 at the half hour mark. And yep, coming into just before half time as Giles on the ball, looking to see what he can do. Sees the run of Brownhill. Brownhill runs between the Nottingham Forest defenders and slots it away for the second goal. Really good hold up play from Giles there, and couldn't have asked more. Found Brownhill really nicely and slotted in for his first goal of this game, so that is all good. Obviously we're taking Skinner off and bringing Harris on just to give Harris a bit of extra leg room. Harris, what can he do? Comes on literally after on the half an hour mark, or yeah, just after we scored the second. Brought on Harris, on for Skinner, and makes an immediate impact from that, making it Ipswich Town 3, Nottingham Forest 0. And looking at the stats on the halfway point, Nottingham Forest had 0 shots, and yeah, it just proved a downfall. And it's still 3-0 even 50 minutes in, they had 0 shots. To be honest, I don't think they had a shot all game, so we pretty much dominated them. Obviously we've now just scored our 4th goal. Can we get any more? Hopefully we can. Obviously Harris, I mean, it's literally just come on and scored 2 within 10-15 minutes. I mean, that's just absolutely insane. Can we get Harris a hat-trick this game? Hopefully we can. Obviously have to see how that goes. Harris plays in a nice ball into Bowden, chests it down, strikes it into the bottom left-hand corner for Ipswich Town's 5th goal. I don't think I've ever won a game by more than 5, so I'll have to look into the stats on that afterwards. But Nottingham Forest, straight from the kickoff, we're going to press them really high up. Brownhill presses nicely, plays in Bowden. Bowden gets in a penalty yard spot and slots it away for a 6th. That is what you call sleeping. They were not ready for that. Just a very quick press after the kickoff, and we go ahead and immediately get a 6th. And can we get the 7th? Wise Burns on the ball, pressing forwards, intercepted a nice pass, finds Harris. Harris finds the back of the net and gets his hat-trick to finish off this game, because yeah, we don't end up scoring any more in this game, so it is 7 heaven for us in this match. And I can say, what a game and what an episode that's been. And now we've got Liverpool coming off the back of a 7-0 win. Obviously we're going to start Harris on that, just getting his hat-trick. Going to put Edmondson instead of Colwell, who was a little bit tired, so we are going to rotate a little bit. And yeah, we're going to have to see how it goes against this Liverpool side. Obviously quite strong with Núñez, Diaz and Salah on the right hand side. Norris, I think one of their youth players, plays in a really good, I say really good ball. He just passes it straight into Núñez. Núñez turns and shoots and scores. You can't really get much of a play other than that. I mean, that's very simple. But you know, we go again and we try and push on against this Liverpool side. I mean, they are, you know, they are sitting in that Champions League space above us, so you know, I'm not really expecting too much. But other than that, I mean, Tottenham was in their Champions League space, and I think they were ahead of Liverpool, and we managed to win against them. But Harris shows why he was told to come on, and shows why he should have been picked, getting the goal, bringing it back level as Bree brings it forwards and has a shot. I mean, it's not really a Wes Burns shot, that. I mean, Wes Burns probably would have finished it, but Bree instead shoots it directly at the keeper. They are a wing back after all, and you know, Burns is more of an attacking wing back than Bree. He's more of a defensive one, but Nunes, you know, does what he does in game. Doesn't do this much in real life. He scores another goal for Liverpool and gets him his own brace. I think that's his like 11th goal for this season or so far, I believe. Yeah, it probably was, but you know, hopefully we can stop him getting the golden boot. And I'd rather get Bowden the golden boot for the first time in his Premier League career, as how the hell did Martinez find that? I mean, I was expecting a nice little intercept there, but it goes straight through, I believe it was Wolfden's legs, and it ends up in a 3-1 loss. There we have it. We are 6th place, 1 point ahead of Newcastle and 2 points behind Chelsea on that last point. But going into the next episode, we'll have Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, Watford and Leicester. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. And also comment as well, because that helps apparently.